Hey, beautiful souls. Thank you so very much for taking the time to click on this video. And if you found your way here, it's not a coincidence. And there's probably a message here for you. But with that being said, take only what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. Okay. So if you'd like to take a moment to ground and connect with spirit and also connect with me and the energy of this reading, then just please take a moment to just kind of pause, ground yourself, just envision a healing light surrounding you, full of unconditional love, just this bubble of light surrounding you. Breathe in that loving light full of unconditional love, and then exhale any stale, stagnant, unwanted energy out into the cosmos where it can no longer harm anyone. And then just ask your spirit guides or the universe, angels, your ancestors of the highest good, or God, just like speak out to the universe to that you are open to receiving messages that are of your highest good, or you can just simply skip ahead to the reading if you prefer. Thank you, Divine Source Energy, Divine Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Archangels, Guardian Angels. Thank you, Ascendant Masters of Love and Light, Ancestors of the Highest Good, Angelic, Cosmic, Galactic, Celestial Beings, Higher Light Beings. For the good of all and to the harm of none, I call upon you this evening and invite you here into this sacred space to help me grasp messages and answers that need to be delivered to the viewers of this channel or of this reading. I thank you for guiding, blessing, protecting this reading, myself and the viewers. And I thank you for using the cards before me that are used here this evening as tools to communicate, bringing only honest, accurate, trustworthy answers and messages that come only from the divine, that are only of the highest good and to the harm of none, with peace, love, light, and gratitude. So it is. Namaste. You guys, I'm so sorry that you can still probably hear the sound of the fans going. I am working on getting a new mic so to help drown out that noise. But I thank you for bearing with me in the meantime. So let's see here. What messages does the universe want to give you? And we're gonna focus, like, on the future, but this could actually be some past, present, future, because this is collective. But I'm going to focus more on the future. But if some current or past energy comes out, then that's what comes out. So okay, show me clearly what the viewers need to be aware of in the near future, over the next few weeks, or just um, in their near future. What do they need to know about their near future? First card out is Cat. It's also card number 16, and it does uh, represent independence, and it says cultivate your independence and intuition. So the cat spirit is with you. You may actually, like, maybe you have a cat, or there's a crossed over cat that's with you. You may actually see like random cats. Maybe you see videos or pictures of cats, and they're just reminding you of, to, I feel like, because 16 the um, is also the tower. I feel like there's this kind of like like making the, or uprooting yourself in some way. Now, this could be like you're just kind of like shifting and changing your own belief systems, or it's like you having like these massive revelations, like you're having, or like you can expect like some sort of like massive revelation, like some sort of like, but like you receiving this revelation through your intuition. Also, that 16 would reduce to a 7, and sevens represent like very is like a very mystical number, and so are cats. So it's like I'm seeing you having like a true like mystical, experience. Like there's there's a lot of like mysticism in your near future. And then we have the dolphin, and this also represents like being playful and seeking fun. So like, and also cats can be very playful and curious, and also with it being card number 16 and reducing to a 7, the 7 of cups um represent curiosity as well. So I feel like there's this energy with the 7 and the dolphin about like really tapping into like your curiosity, and like, you know um you may find yourself like really seeking answers, like you're feeling curious and you're just like wanting to like, go and seek answers to like things that which is hidden. A look on the bottom of the deck, and we have the wolf, and it says trust in instinct and inner wisdom. So um your instincts and your intuition are going to be on point as you go into the near future, for or even now. You may even be hearing about dolphins. um, I feel like your telepathy is a skill that you should work on as well, and uh, build building on that, learning more about like telepathy and how you can improve your telepathic abilities. Like I feel like you just know what people are thinking. Like you're just going to be able to like look at people and just know what they're thinking. Like you're just going to be able to like look at their like their body expressions and their um I don't know, like the way that they move and the way that they um you're just gonna know like what drives them and things like that. Okay, and then we have the elephant. You're wise, I'm telling you. But and even the elephant, it's and like literally that's exactly what I picked up as soon as I saw the elephant. And it says, be wise and altruistic in your actions. Bottom of the deck is the leopard, and then we have the griffin. So this is you balancing your strength and your wisdom. And with the leopard, it's card number 32, which would reduce to a fives, and fives can represent change, but it can also represent like conflict and resistance. But the leopard tells you to really confront your fears with determination. So you've got a lot of wisdom from your past experiences, and also with past lifetimes as well. But let's look at the book here and read with the cat. It says independence. Cats are extremely independent, and they teach us the importance of having our own personal space. So like you may really just require like your like personal space from someone. Maybe you just are like, telling people to stay out your business right now, leave me alone, stay out of my business. You mind your business, and I'll mind my business. Like my business ain't your business right now, Tell people my business ain't your business. um but like this is also too like you just being very self-sufficient, and not relying entirely on other people, even if it's like romantic partners. Like you're just not like going to just completely rely on other people. You're just kind of I feel like there's this focus on you really trying to like um just rely and get by your own, by your own doing. um And it says here, when we receive the message of the cat, we are encouraged to cultivate our independence and follow our own unique path without being influenced by others' expectations. This allows us to develop greater self confidence and realize our full potential. So, like, there's this, like, you kind of, yeah, having this, realizing your full potential, or like having a greater awareness of your potential, and confronting any kind of fears of taking action to reach your full potential over the coming weeks, but also, or as you go into the near future. um well, I don't even know what I was going to say when I said but also. But with the intuition, it says cats are also known for their deep intuition and sensitivity. You're very, very sensitive to energies in the near future too. Like, you're just capable of, like, tuning in to other people's energies, and because you are going to find that you are more sensitive in the coming weeks, you may find that you get overwhelmed and you don't really want to be touched, because I know there are times when Hecate, my cat, like, she just doesn't want to be touched, especially if she's been overstimulated. So you may find, like, you just want to kind of, like, that might be why you need your own space. So, like, if you're feeling extra sensitive and overstimulated, and that could cause you to feel overwhelmed, you may just need your own personal space. So if you have a romantic partner, you may have to explain to your romantic partner that it's nothing against them, but that you are just overstimulated and you need some time to yourself. Like, you need your own personal space. So, maybe you go off to the bedroom, or you go into the living room, or like maybe go outside and sit in your backyard, or do whatever you need to do to kind of decompress. But it says here that they are able to perceive subtle changes in the environment and anticipate imminent situations. When we receive the message of the cat, we are invited to cultivate our intuition and trust our instincts. And that's interesting because there was another card that came out. I think it was the wolf card that said something about trusting your instincts. Um, so, like, yeah, trusting your instincts is going to be very i- important for you. And you're being encouraged too to, like, pay very close attention to, like, to your surroundings, and like any kind of, like, red flags that you may be receiving, or like signs from the universe. Maybe you're kind of like looking, you may want to actually look up into the stars, to look at the sky, to really pay close attention, um paying attention to your feelings, paying attention to and following, like, your own, like, inner, um um your own inner compass, really paying attention and listening to your inner voice. um and it says here, cultivating our intuition helps us make better decisions and navigate through life's challenges with greater ease and awareness. And it's interesting that as soon as I said, paying attention to your inner navigation system, then I would look at the book, and it says that cultivating your intuition helps you to navigate through life's challenges. So that's pretty cool. But also, it says, although cats are independent, they're also social creatures, um, that form deep bonds with their humans and other animals. This reminds us of the importance of finding balance between independence and connectivity. When we receive this message of cats, we're encouraged to cultivate meaningful relationships and remain open to connection with others while maintaining our autonomy and independence. This allows us to enjoy the benefits of interpersonal relationships without losing our identity and personal freedom. And that's so I don't want to say weird, but it's yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. The last reading that I did for you guys. I'm not sure when it was because I have not been feeling well. So I'm not sure if I uploaded yesterday or if it was the day before yesterday, but regardless, I was seeing something about like feeling as though like maybe you were kind of like losing your identity, was something that I was talking about, or like losing yourself. So like there's the need to like find again, like you just finding balance on like, your own personal identity, your own personal freedom, your own autonomy, and then also like feeling connected to other people. So like yeah, finding that balance. Anyways, it says here, in summary, we receive the message of the cat. Sorry. In summary, when we receive the message of the cat, we're invited to cultivate our independence and intuition, following our unique path and trust our instincts. This allows us to live a more authentic and fulfilling life, maintaining a healthy balance between autonomy and connectivity with others. So, um, yeah, I don't want to have to like read through each card because I still want to get to the tarot. Um, so we're gonna go straight to the elephant here because I just feel like with the dolphin, this is about like you just really, making sure to like like just kind of having that balance of playing and curiosity as well, but making sure that if you get overstimulated, you're probably just going to need some personal space to to like play or be silly or just loaf around or do whatever here that feels fun to you. And with the um the elephant is inherently linked to qualities such as wisdom, strength, patience, and it's about expanding. So, elephants are considered symbols of wisdom and knowledge as they are animals of, or sorry, are they, because they are animals that exhibit extremely intelligent and social behaviors. When we receive the message of the elephant, we're invited to cultivate inner wisdom and make informed and prudent decisions. It reminds us to be mindful of our actions and the consequences they have, guided by wisdom rather than impulsivity. So, spirit is basically saying, like, over in your near future, you're being guided to make, to take time to use your, I feel like using your intuition and instincts with taking your wisdom as well, to let that guide you as you make informed decisions and not acting on impulse. I'm getting a lot of like the strength card type of energy. I've seen tarot decks where the strength card is actually an elephant um, there. So yeah, this is definitely because they're also about like being caring and compassionate. So you are being called to like cultivate like caring and compassion towards others, you know. So like yes, you want to make time to like um for your own personal space, but you also want to make time to really connect with others and not shut other people out completely, you know. And you're going to be uh, faced with an opportunity here to confront fears that you may have. And that may be fears of being alone, fears of being with other people, fears of failure, fears of success. but I feel like spirit wants you to like really be brave, um, and confront these fears head on. Shut your mouth. I literally cannot make this up. Look at this. This is the tower. And I literally was saying that I was seeing something about the tower because this is card number 16 and the tower is also card number 16. There was something significant about that tower. So I feel like there's, and I forget exactly what it was that I was getting that I said about the tower with that cat. But it was a um something about like a realization or an epiphany or something along those lines. I don't want to pause the video to see what I got because I was like purely channeling when I said it. So now I don't even remember what it was exactly that I said. Revelation. Thank you, Spirit. I heard Spirit say it in my head. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Spirit said revelation. I'm pretty sure that's what it was that I said. Thank you, Spirit, because that's what I literally just heard in my head. So there's some sort of revelation here that comes like in the form of like, I don't know, like it happens like your intuition. Your like, so this is like your curiosity and your intuition um is helping you have some sort of revelation. Oh my god. I can't. I can't. Tell me more, Spirit, for the viewer, what they need to be aware of. And look, I shuffled these cards, this first deck here, right? And so it's not like I could have known that this card was going to come out and then could have known that I was going to split the deck at the tower. You see? You know? Okay, so we've got the star, and this is card number 17. Also, the star, there's like this rebirth, so to speak, too. And then we have the magician, which is card number 1. Look, there's the 7 of Cups. I literally told you guys that I was picking up like the 7 of Cups because there is something, some sort of curiosity. It's something here. You're feeling curious. Maybe it's about like your life purpose or like, like dreaming about your future, um dreaming about like, I don't know, like there's this kind of like maybe it's about your life purpose, and following your intuition here, cultivating independence and intuition as you're like you're independently moving towards, single-handedly towards like your life purpose and what is in alignment for you and destined for you. There is this kind of rebirth, and this is about like um so like if you've been really like been through it lately, you may need some time to yourself, some personal, just needing some personal space because you are intuitively picking up that you need to like maybe rest and recover because you're about to have this kind of uh rebirth, so to speak. Also too, if you have a cat, you may want to spend some time with your cat because the star can also represent like healing energy, Reiki healing. So there may be a cat that is that if you have a cat living with you, this cat is like healing you, healing your energy, And if you don't own a cat, then this is like whenever you see a cat in the, you know, like if you're out and about somewhere, or if you go visit someone, there's cats. They are you know, absorbing any kind of negative energy and raising your frequency. But also, you are representing here as the cat, and also the spirit of the cat. There is the spirit of the cat that is with you, helping to raise your frequency here, align, um, balance, and raise your frequency. The dolphin spirit. Whoa. The dolphin, the Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. You may be like so focused on accomplishing goals or some sort of task or work, and like very driven right now, you know. So you may be like eat, sleep, and breathing some sort of work. This could be, you know, your actual work, like, you know, for your career. Um, uh, or like, you know, projects around the house, things that you're getting done. You're like really serious and focused on doing something over the near future. And spirit is saying, look, don't forget to have fun and play, because the Knight of Pentacles, there's this like a sneaky voice of perfectionism whenever the Knight of Pentacles shows up in my reading sometimes. So like, you need to like make sure that you're taking time to have fun and to be playful, and especially since it's showing up here with the dolphin, with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy, you know, like that type of energy. So spirit is saying to like, as you're like focusing on your future and you're making, you know, your dreams come true and you are healing, like make sure that you're also taking time to be to play and to have fun and to be silly, and you know, don't take things so seriously, you know. It's like a college student that's like, you know, work and homework and doing this and doing that, and then but still needing time to like, you know, go and party and like, you know, have like, go to the college parties and have a good time. You know, it's like that type of energy. Even if you're like, you know, college days are way behind you, you know, that's still that energy. Because then I look on the bottom of the deck and we've got the Eight of Swords, because so there's like this kind of feeling limited in some way, or stressing out. And so just needing to like take some time to like decompress, um and just don't worry about like feeling like you're going to fall behind, or you know that you're um yeah, because you're not going to fall behind, because that which is meant for you is going to be for you. You're not going to need to do anything. I mean, you still got to do stuff, you know, like you've got to actually do it, you know. It's like if you're wanting to be like, if you're wanting to be famous, which by the way, many of you that are watching, like I am seeing like there is famous energy surrounding you. But like if you're wanting to be famous, you can't just sit at home and sit on your sofa and then just, oh, you're going to be famous. You still have to work for it, but you don't have to chase it, right? You don't have to like chase it down, because if it's for you, it's going to be for you. You just have to like make an effort and put the work in without chasing it. All right, spirit, tell me more. What they need to know. You may feel a lot of pressure on you too to succeed. Also, this is card number 8, and eights are about like abundance and work, and like, you know, so it's that really goes hand in hand with that Knight of Pentacles. So it's like the Knight of Pentacles is like work driven, you know, to succeed, and you know, maybe thinking about money. And so spirit is saying like, make sure to enjoy like the simpler things in life and not focus so much on like the material aspects of life. we have the Four of Wands flipping over as well. Um, there may be certain people that you could be shutting out because maybe you feel like a burden, or there may be some fears, like maybe you have built up a wall around you, um feeling as though like it's like you've built up some sort of wall around you to feel safe, but maybe then became like your prison. So it's okay to like put your walls down and let someone or others in for the person that that was for. All right, Spirit, can you tell me about the elephant? And the Justice card flipped over. So this is, again, like that energy of making wise decisions. You know, like you have learned so much from the past, and using what you've learned from the past, the karmic lessons that you have learned, and the wisdom that you have gained to make the decision, to make um, these wise decisions in the future without being impulsive, with making time to get yourself balanced before just kind of going off the whim and just making decisions from a place of being impulsive. Like, you've learned to not do that. And then we have, yeah, the Eight of Wands, which is like there's this sense of like it's okay to slow down. You there's The Eight of Wands is a very fleeting energy, so you may feel as though like under pressure, and and so there's this energy of like time management, at slowing down. It's not a race. You don't have to like um make like these snap choices, snap decisions, and like there is plenty of time, um because again, that which is meant for you is not going to pass you by. I like that these Eight of Wands, they look like it would be like the Wheel of Fortune, right? In fact, when I first got this deck, every time the Eight of Wands would come out, I always called it the Wheel of Fortune, always. um I kept getting it mixed up with the Wheel of Fortune, even though I knew it wasn't. It was just something that I don't know why I did that. But so the Eight of Wands, that is that very kind of like fast, fleeting energy. And I just feel like Spirit is telling you that over the coming weeks, you just want to like slow it down a bit, slow down your thoughts, your plans, and um, and know that it's not a race, that life isn't a race. There may also be like some messages coming in or like offers coming in. And so you're just going to need to use discernment with how you respond to incoming messages and communications, listening to your gut and paying attention to your instincts with how you respond to messages and offers that are coming in. So I want to clarify the leopard here on the bottom of the deck for you, viewer. The Queen of Swords is showing up here for confronting your fears. And I feel like I'm feeling like some Five of Swords energy here. So the Queen of Swords, she don't play. I mean, look at her face. Like, does this look like somebody who plays? I don't know how well the lighting is, you guys. I'm going to try to do something better about the lighting too. But she does not even play. The Queen of Swords will cut someone out of her life in a heartbeat. Like she will, like she just don't play. So anyways, with the leopard, it says courage, or sorry, The leopard is an agile and powerful predator known for its ability to silently stalk its territory and hunt. You may be really marking your territory, with like your things or your personal space, or even like people. um but anyways, however, the symbolism associated with the leopard is not just about physical strength and agility, but also about courage and facing one's fear. Let's delve into the concept of confront your fears with determination in the context of the leopard. So, courage and determination. The leopard is a symbol of courage and determination in facing fears and challenges that life presents. When we receive the message of the leopard, we're invited to confront fears with determination and courage. It encourages us to not let fear paralyze us or prevent us from pursuing our goals. Instead, it invites us to confront our fears um, with firmness and resolve, overcoming them with determination. So, and that's the Queen of Swords too. Like she has that courage and that bravery because like she's been there, she's done that, and she is capable of facing any fears that she has head on. Like she's so I feel like spirit is inviting you over the next few weeks to the next few months here in the near future to really step into the Queen of Swords energy, and don't take ish from anyone, or anything, and to not let anything deter you. She does not let herself become intimidated. Nobody can intimidate her. She has a lot of mental um agility, you know so so there may also too be, I feel like someone could be trying to give you some unwanted advice, and you may have to really like um stand up for yourself. I feel this is just something that I'm channeling right now with this Queen of Swords. You may have to actually tell someone thank you, but no thank you, if they try to give you some unsolicited or unwanted advice. um I'm seeing you like overcoming some sort of adversity, especially with the Queen of Swords here with this leopard. Like you have skills in overcoming hostile environment, like, and so, but at the same time, if you are around a hostile environment, you're going to definitely need your own space to help you deal with the hostile environment, so that you don't become overwhelmed, you know to yeah, because I feel like you're extremely resilient. You're able to improvise, adapt, and overcome whatever kind of hostile environment that you're dealing with, as long as you have some place to go to, like, um, soothe yourself, to soothe your emotions, to do some self-soothing. Anyways, for those of you who are still watching, it's been 40 minutes and I have not shut up once. So if you're still watching, let me know. I'm going to pull one last card for you. Um, yeah, there is this energy too of you having foresight and visualizing the future that you want. But there's the Four of Cups right there. So making sure that you're not like letting any kind of insecurities or self doubt or like comparing There's the Four of Pentacles. Don't let yourself compare yourself or judge yourself too harshly. Cut that shit out and visualize the future that you want, having that foresight, and confront any kind of fears that may cause you to hesitate or to hold you back in any way in the near future. All right. Spirit, a message for those that are still going to watch this video up until this point, and those souls ahead of time. Spirit, who will be watching this video or who will watch up until this point. I'm seeing ATVs and hunting for some reason. I don't know if that's significant to anyone, but that's what Spirit is showing me. I'm seeing like these, it's like a brown like vest thing, and like ATVs or four-wheelers or something. I don't know what they are, but this is what Spirit's showing me. And I'm seeing like someone in like hunting gear. I don't know how to describe it, but anyways, show me. So sorry guys, I had to stop that for a second, but this is about like you having faith in yourself and like having faith and trusting the universe. Like if you have been praying for something, or if you've asked deities or other, if you've just like kind of cried out to the universe or talked to God or deities or your ancestors or angels, understand that they have heard you. They haven't hurt you, but they have heard you. And so there may be some doubt or some impatience or some frustration that may be blocking the universe from delivering what you want. So, like, if you've been waiting for a while on something, here you may be feeling impatient and feeling like with the Four of Cups that it's not going to happen. But Spirit is saying by you feeling that way, and like, well, it is, maybe feeling a bit cynical or find that maybe you do kind of feel that way in the near future, that could be blocking what you want. So Spirit's telling you to remain hopeful, to remain faithful, to stay committed and diligent, because also with this Eight of Wands, I am seeing like I'm seeing you, this is some like almost like overnight success, but it's not an overnight success because you have been working and committed to something here, but it's going to seem that way, because it's like it's just all, like an overnight blow up or an overnight glow up, or it's like overnight success ish type of thing. So remain focused on what you're wanting. If you've been having scattered thoughts, it could be too because you are extremely sensitive to the energies in your environment, and getting some fluorite is going to help you to be able to focus in spite of like any kind of harsh environmental energies around you. um, if you've been finding that been getting distracted or having like maybe procrastinating or difficulty paying attention, getting some fluorite will help as well. But yeah, it's like you may have been stuck on a particular problem, but I'm also seeing you be able to resolve any kind of problems or issues that you have been stuck on. Spirit says here with the affirmation, by remaining faithful no matter what is happening, things always turn around in my favor. And that's what you need to say. And I want you to say it with me right now, because if you're still watching, then you're totally into this reading. So you're going to say, by remaining faithful no matter what is happening, things always turn around in my favor. Hell yeah. Say that too. Hell yeah. And then we've got sexuality, and it's crazy because it literally just fell into my lap. so so yeah, you may also be like so committed that to like completing tasks or getting things done or chores or things like that, that maybe you need to take some time to really enjoy like your sexual side, and like honoring your body and embracing your sexuality. and it says, I allow myself to have pleasure and enjoyment. Look, with the playful and fun, like, so don't, you don't have to be perfect. Your body doesn't have to be perfect. You know, embrace your body, love your body, and allow yourself to have pleasure, to have fun, to have enjoyment. Like, that's just so crazy that that card would come out as we're going over here to this side. And then we have the change of scenery also too, with that Eight of Wands. Like, that's, movement. So you may need to really get out of the house and have a change of scenery, because also too, that'll give you a fresh outlook on your current situation. um So you might need to just go and explore new horizons, especially if you feel bored or if you're feeling stuck in a rut. You've been kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And also, too, look, we've got the Four of Cups right here on the bottom of the deck. So there may even be some energy of boredom either now or in the near future. And you just need to kind of get out, maybe go travel. Maybe you've gotten bored with a particular job, or like bored doing the same thing over and over again. And so you need to go travel. Maybe you need to, because the Eight of Wands can represent travel as well. So, you need to go be around people, go and socialize with people. You need to go and just, it's good to be alone, but also balancing that with being around other people and connecting with family or friends or strangers. um, Maybe you also are wanting, like, to change residence. So some of you actually maybe like moving, like actually traveling to a whole new home, relocating. But I'm also seeing a fresh burst of energy with this Eight of Wands here as well. So, and it says, a change of scenery helps me have a fresh outlook and can help me grow as a human being. So this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for staying and watching this entire video. I greatly appreciate you. And yeah, if you guys are looking to book your own personal private reading, please feel free to do so by checking out my info that's in the description box. And the Divine in Me bows to the Divine in You. Namaste.